Alrighty, cool. Let's get started. So I always like warming up with the either PVC pipe or broom, or even if you don't have either of those, you can use I mean like a resistance band or like I say like a belt. Like so I've seen some people use like their bathrobe like belt thing, you know, whichever you have works for you. But since you have the broom, you're gonna hold it a little bit wider than a wide push-up, I guess. Yep, and then you're just gonna bring it up overhead, and you're trying to keep your arms straight and bring it all the way up and over. So if you need to, you can say like you get stuck, and you're like, oh, this is terrible. Widen your grip a little bit more. That way you can come up straight over. Yeah. A nice chest stretch.
Wow, Coco.
Who needs a spa? Just stretch yourself. So ideally, we want to do this about 10 times just to get the shoulder sockets all warmed up. So you said that your knees were kind of bothering you, right? Oh, hold on, you're muted. Very.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
Well, my entire body.
Anything from here down?
Mostly my knees. I definitely want to start coming to these because, like, I could have used last week if you guys were doing sort of neck, shoulder stuff, but
it was amazing.
Lower body, it's mostly the knees. Everything else is doing all right.
Okay, cool. All right, so drape your arms like this over your broomstick, and we're gonna twist side to side without hitting anything. Yep. Good. So now once we turn to one side, I want you to take that front arm and you're gonna push just a little bit further, get a nice stretch in that back chest muscle. And then twist other side, push that front arm a little bit more, then twist the other way. Push, twist, push. Breathing is super important, and it's awesome for everyone doing the transformation challenge right now, because the day that we have our stretching is also the day you're supposed to drink down the water. So it's like it goes hand in hand of increasing your water intake and, like, you know, decreasing your muscle soreness and all that fun stuff. All right, so stay in that same position. I don't know why I took this off, but now you're going to be just coming down. I just want you to come down like you're doing a good morning, just straight down and back up. Yep, so keeping your eyes up, back straight. Feel this stretch in your hamstrings. Come back up. Good. Next, I'm going to try to get my left arm down towards my right leg. Come back up. And other side. A nice long chest and lat opener. Oh, God. It feels so good. Good. Try to twist a little bit more into it. Again, using that bottom arm to kind of push just a little bit further at the end of your range of motion. Good. Rest. Oh man. Done with that right now. I think I'm just gonna take you down to the bottom. All right. So we're gonna start off with our problem areas. Usually the biggest one after doing like a lot of leg work is gonna be issues with like knees as well as hips. So we'll start at your hips, do glutes, knees, roll out our quads, hamstrings, calves, and if we have enough time, feet. All right, so have your can of baked beans. Yeah, awesome. So you're gonna use this the same way as if you would use your foam roller or my lacrosse ball. So on your hips, the top of my hip, you feel where like your bone is. Your bone's about right here. And then if you feel like where like that meaty part of where your leg starts, it's about right here, right? So we're gonna go right in between that where there's just like a bunch of like knotty muscle tissue, super, super tight. And we're gonna try to get our beans right there as if it was a foam roller. We're just gonna lay down on the ground with this. From here, put those beans right in that little socket. Oh man, I feel like this is better than a foam roller. This is amazing. And you're gonna relax. So this back leg that I'm rolling out is straight, and this top leg is just kind of bent over, resting in front in order for me to like, I'm pretty much rotated downwards 45 degrees. The face of finding it, yeah. So if this is too intense with the with just the can, you can also put like a towel or something over it so it gives you a little bit more forgiveness. But you really just want to dig in there. All right, so kind of roll or roll back to front. Really trying to work out those muscles. Awesome. And now we're gonna move back towards the back of our what do you call it? I'm gonna take this off so you can see better. Move back towards like the back side of our hip. So we were here in the front, so we're gonna move back to here.
Maybe I was already.
So here, and then you're just gonna roll, kind of rotate your hips so they're sideways. Keeping that bottom leg straight and trying not to flex as much as you can. Man, wish I had more room. There we go. Good, and continue through. Now my hips are pointing 45 degrees up. Rolling into my glute. Good. All right, so the leg that you're rolling, you're gonna cross that leg over your other one. You're gonna roll that back glute.
Roll back glute.
Yep, so I'm pretty much like on the butt, but like on the side. So this is that muscle that you use with like a lot of your squats, lateral walks, hip bridges. How's that feel?
Good.
It's like any good massage. Like it feels terrible, but then after it's done, you're like, oh man, I didn't realize I had so much like tension in my muscles. Like I said, I overused this knee over here, and I did what I was supposed to do this morning. I rolled it out, and it was like immediately no pain. It was amazing. I felt like a magician. All right, switch it over. We'll go to the other side. We're starting in that little, I don't know, hip nook.
Hello.
Oh wow, that's so crazy. Yep.
Hi, little boogie. Hey, boogie. Hey, little baby boogie.
So just feeling the difference between my left side and my right side is like insane. Like my right, oh, my roof just dripped on my foot. But like feeling my right side, it is so much tighter than my left side. It's amazing. I mean, like in a bad way, but you know, that's why we roll. That's why we do this.
I'm meant to boo.
Oh, let's see. And we're back from the commercial break. All right. So rolling out that front. I found a spot. The torturous part of foam rolling is like when you find a place that is horrible, you're supposed to stay on it. You're supposed to like, if you find a knot, or like the times where if you find a knot and it like rolls away from you because it's like, no, I don't want to leave. I want to stay here. This is my new home. Like you're supposed to find it, track it down, and then like massage it out until it leaves. It's terrible, but it helps avoid injury, and you feel a lot better after. Like rolling out your hip is going to make your leg, make your knee, make your ankle be better in alignment, make your back feel better.
I'm into it.
Yeah, and like that's why a lot of people have like mobility issues with their lower body, because like, oh, I have knee pain, let me focus on the knee, but then like you don't think about like the factors pulling on why that knee hurts, or maybe it's like out of alignment or something like that. So it's crazy. All right, so we're gonna roll to the side just like we did on the other side. Roll that out.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
The sounds of foam rolling. It's how you know when you find it. All right, and we're gonna move to the glute. So rolling about 45 degrees up, crossing that knee over. Oof, even just sitting like this, I can tell my lower back's kind of tight. And like I said before, if anything gets like too intense, you can always just put a towel over that can of beans or green beans, whatever it is that you have. It has to be a vegetable.
I don't know.
Low sodium.
But she's totally into you. She's just entranced.
Coco, best show ever. Hey, you're so much better than Nova. She like tries to just hang up on everyone.
Well, I bet Coco's like she's trying to crawl, but she's in the mode where she's just like a
Rocking.
little, you know, stuck on the belly.
All right, let's do it. Okay, ready for the fun part?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna do our knee. So we're gonna skip our quad and we're gonna start down at the knee, roll up and back down. So anything that has like a knee issue, what you wanna do is roll. So I'm gonna roll, starting down at the knee, I'm gonna roll the front, going up the front of the quad, come back down, and you're gonna like, there's like a really, like a knot of muscles here, as well as on the outside. So it's gonna be 3 different tracks that you're gonna take on your legs. So first is up and down the front, gonna move to the inside, up and down the inside of the leg, move to the outside, up and down the outside. Once you find, like I was talking about, like any of those like knot areas, find it, sit on it, take a deep breath, roll it out like you're rolling out some dough, And then you don't worry about like getting the full knot out. It's still gonna be a little bit sore, but just kind of like rolling out, putting pressure on it is definitely gonna help it.
Cool.
I'm gonna start on my right side because that is my issue side. You know,
Yeah.
this is right above my knee. I don't actually roll my joint at all. So anything that you feel is like that feels like ropey, like if you, like I feel right now, me just moving my knee over the can, like sometimes it feels like a really strong like rope. It's not supposed to. It's not supposed to be it. So you find that kind of roll it up, take it a little bit. And like I said, once you go from the top of the knee, it's going to go up. I already found a knot. Once you find a knot, you can either just sit on it, deep breath, exhale. Also use flexing your leg up and down.
Whoa.
Yeah. Using like the movement of your muscle over the can versus the can. A little bit of a different kind of stuff. And I'm going to turn again just so I have a little bit more room.
Whoa.
Coco's like, what are you doing?
Like, what's your problem?
Yeah, I'm using my my arm, like, so my weight is in my elbows and this back leg over here. So I can put as little or as much pressure on there as I want to.
Whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who's that, Coco? Do you know her?
You're gonna go up, like I said, all the way up to the top of your quad, all the way down. This is like changing my world. I can feel it. It's crazy. It's like crunchy. It's the best word to describe it. It's crunchy.
It is. It's crunch. It's crispy.
Yep, it's not supposed to be crispy. All right. So once you get back down to the bottom of your knee, I'm gonna rotate my hips so I can get that inside bundle of muscles and tendons. This is gonna be challenging. I'm not gonna use the word painful.
Oh my.
But it's gonna be challenging. This is usually a target spot that gets gummed up a lot, to use a technical term. Yeah, just sitting on that, I'm just on that one spot to the inside of my knee. Just using my leg, bending and unbending. Okay, it's okay, I'm super strong. So strong! And then I'm gonna continue up, rolling up the inside part of my quad. So I'm still on the front of my quad, just like to the inside of it. So like one can over.
Hello, giant baby head. Hello, giant baby head. I'm gonna just move you here. How's that? Do you want to? Oh, you face me. How's
My mobility is like already so much better right now.
Yeah, honestly, it does.
Found another knot because why not? Why not?
Come to mama.
pain on it. Some knots, especially in bigger muscles, are going to take a little bit longer to release. So you want to cause yourself more pain, you can stay there. But removing knots is going to be like the best medicine.
You liked watching the video, huh?
All right, I'm going to go a little bit more deeper into this, put my hands on the ground.
Oh.
And back down that same area, back down the inside of the quad. And we're gonna switch to the outside. We're gonna do my two-band is. Everyone's favorite word. If you don't know what an IT band is, you're about to find out. So it's not on the exact side of your leg, it's more like right on the outside front. So you'll know when you get it. So have your hips facing, your leg facing straight down, and then all you're gonna do is just kind of like move to the outside of your muscle bundle. I find it easiest to get there starting at the top, but you can start at the bottom too. And if it rolls away, you need to find that knot. Stay on it a little bit longer. This is why we do this. This is why we recover. This thing, these little knots are there just over a week. Like I did foam rolling and everything last Saturday. I mean, it wasn't as leg intensive. We did do legs though. But yeah, this is only just over a week. Imagine never foam rolling, which maybe you have. I like to watch fights whenever I am foam rolling because seeing other people get hurt while I am also in pain, I feel like it helps. It's like misery loves its company, you know? Oh man, I'm trying to roll down and it's stuck on a knot. Like, why is the bean tan following? Oh, I'm like, why is it following me? This isn't fair. Okay.
Oh, honey bun. You getting sleepy? You getting sleepy?
You don't have to spend as long as I am on the side. Hopefully you guys aren't injured. But make sure everything that you do on one side, you do it on the other. So I'm gonna go, after this one, we're gonna skip down to the calves. Also, something that acts on the knee. So make sure those aren't super duper tight. And then we'll stop the video there, and then you guys can roll out. Oh God, okay, I'm done there. I'm done. Oh man, but my knee feels so much better. Oh my goodness, do you see this mobility? Like, look at this, pain-free. totally pain-free.
Yeah, my right knee feels great.
Like before, when I like literally the whole morning, I've been like elevating it, icing it, putting heat on it. I have KT tape on it right now. I took ibuprofen, it still hurt. And now there's absolutely no pain in my knee. I probably should stop doing that, but it's amazing. All right, so like I said, we're gonna do our calves next. Little can of beans.
Should we try to do the calves?
Yeah, calves are gnarly. Just think, your calves. Did it stop working? You look so cool. Can you come show Liz how cool you look?
Yes, let's see Nova or Aurora.
Show me your shirt. Look at this little cut-off tee.
Whee! Aurora, the dick! I love it.
Super strong.
Dude.
Look at this. Look at
That's
these
awesome.
arms. Look how strong she is.
Dick. Look, it's Aurora.
That's a can of beans. All right, so just like with your quad, for your calves, you're gonna roll straight down the back, turn your foot to the inside, straight up, turn your foot to the outside, straight out. Cool. Okay, go get a can of beans. They're in the cabinet. It's so warm.
Can you see this?
I cannot. You're very silhouetted.
Backlit. She loves to jump, so like it calms her down. So like, or always jumping, but man, it burns the arms.
Awesome. It's in the cabinet. All right. And again, there shouldn't be any like twanging. Like if you go over a muscle and it like feels like you just strummed a string on a guitar, it shouldn't feel like that. Gotta roll it out. Not. I know we planted eggs like weeks ago. Oh yeah. Great. All right. Coming down. All the way down to your Achilles. If you want a little bit more pressure, you can cross that other foot over it. And flexing and extending your foot is going to help. All right, so now I'm going to turn my foot 45 degrees in, do the same thing, just going up the inside of the calf.
Oh dear. Oh my.
Okay, that was not nearly as bad as the other side. But now I'm going to turn to the other side, 45 degrees out, and same thing.
Ooh.
Oh, this can of beans is kicking my butt. Hold on, I'm almost done. And down. We're done. That's it. Seriously, my knee hurt so bad earlier. Like it was right at the top where my quad attached to my knee. Most likely tendinitis. But wow. Like even just standing and squatting, like I'm putting a little bit of weight on, but like I was not able to do that this morning. This is amazing. And this leg now feels super tight. All right. So I'm going to stop recording, but I'm going to continue rolling on my own. Tune in next week when we foam roll something else.